Stonehenge, that fine example of Druid DIY and, more importantly, the highlight of the social calendar for New Age travellers. For years, these merry folk have gathered here for summer solstice. Sadly, though, these days, the fuzz keep them locked out. This year, though, it's Travellers 1, Federales 0. Because if they can't get to Stonehenge, they brought Stonehenge to themselves with this incredible life-size replica. Naturally, they built it out of the hippies' favourite vehicle, the Beetle. And just so they're not short of spares, they brought a few friends. Come together right now over me. And I mean this lot, because the Beetle is back, big time. Slip down to Avon Park Raceway on a summer solstice and you'll find thousands of the creatures gathered for a sort of Woodstock on wheels. 50 years old it may be, and let's not forget a bit of a dog, but the car has found a whole new audience amongst the laid-back kids of the 90s.
They're a cult vehicle, they always have been, so you get sort of an identity by having one, and everyone joins a group of enthusiastic owners and travels up together for a wild weekend here. The more crazy ones come to Beetle Bash.
Crazy enough to fire up the forklifts, take a pile of old V-dubs and knock them together into the monument that is Dubhenge.
There's lots of VW events. This is the biggest one.
It was something that would be of interest to everybody, you know, because these Beetles, all of them were donated by Beetle enthusiasts, and so it's reclaimed materials, and it's something, you know, rather than scrapping them, it was something nice to do and have an art installation at the convention.
There are some Beetles, however, which most definitely won't be sacrificed to the automotive druids. The nice thing about the Beetle Bash is that you don't have to be a car nut. You can leave your Haynes manual at the door and just come for a laugh. Blow your hydraulics and, if you want, fall flat on your face. Yeah, go on, go on.
You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter.
I say, ding dong. You know, if I was at an MG meet, by now I would have been cornered by some beardy old bloke waving his conrod in my face. But although this looks like Glastonbury has invaded Goodwood, there is some seriously quick metal out there. I suppose we'd better have a look at it, if we must. This is what motorsport would have looked like if Adolf had won the war. Because over on the drag strip, the ravers were fair queuing up to run what they brung. Fast Beetle, I'll believe that when I throw up in it. Let's try this nice beige one. Beetle was a mere snailiest snail compared to the two American racers imported for the show. The car on the left had 450 horsepower, and I'm afraid it was a case of over here, overpowered and overturned. While the driver licked his wounds, it was left to Ron Townsend, the American pro-turbo drag champion, to save face for Uncle Sam. 605 horsepower, 150 miles an hour, and oh dear.
The crosswinds can affect the cars quite severely, especially at 140 miles an hour. They're very light at the front end and it catches them. And unfortunately, we've had two American cars that have been shipped all the way over for this meeting go down. And luckily, they're not injured badly or anything. The cars are annihilated, but they'll rebuild them.
You've got to take your hat off to these guys. Thousands of Beetles have turned up, everyone's sorted for ease and turtle wax, and they're celebrating solstice just how they like it. But you know, I can't help feeling a bit sorry for them, because the real Stonehenge is full of magic and wizardry, whereas this, whichever way you cut it, is still just a bunch of dead German cars. Yeah, well, there you go.